He arrives with the Defiant. So we're clear. My reading room has been fixed, right?
Wow. Totally.
Hi, sir.
It's
Just
just
in your reading room. Take it out, Bagel. Take it out.
It's just a booth at 9 Forward. I'll be in my ready room.
I like how it's 9 forward now.
What is it? What is
10
it?
forward.
10 forward? Whatever.
Yeah, it's the 10th deck on the forward half part of the ship.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Ours is 9
I
forward.
tried.
Well, theoretically,
Totally 9 forward.
It's 9 forward now. Also, everybody remember that we only have 2 transporters. The transporter room 2 is where we send everybody.
Yeah.
And it's got the Zenkethi.
You can't leave the room.
He's got to transport around the ship because he's too big.
he has an armband
Yeah.
to make sure transporting doesn't mess with him.
Because he's the size of a Volvo. The only place he can exercise is in Cargo Bay 2.
In Cargo Bay 1 is his
We
quarters.
don't have a Cargo
We don't
Bay
have a
1.
Cargo Bay
Because his quarters.
That's actually really good. We have 3 cargo. I think we have 3 cargo.
We have 3
bays.
cargo bays,
But
yeah.
we actually only have Cargo Bay 2 and 3.
3.
Cargo Bay 1 is the Zenkethe's quarters.
And Cargo Bay 1 on the ship is in between the nacelles, in the back. So he has the entire back, in between the nacelles. His bedroom is just stock full of photon torpedoes. in
middle of the night.
antimatter.
Hey, you awake? We need to get some dilithium stores.
Yeah.
He's like, it's in the cupboard above the sink.
His pet cat's roaming around on top of everything. Beagle goes in there, I have allergies, I can't touch the torpedoes.
Sir, I need to go to the...
We've told you multiple times, go to the sick bay and get those allergies cured forever. But I like them, they define me.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm okay with this.
Oh, yeah, nope.
Worked out?
Got an ad.
Yeah, we got an ad. Who's advertising on us?
So it'll be
Prime
that.
Video.
Oh shit.
What was? Okay. Yeah, that works.
Make that a little bit smaller.
Sounded like you were sucking on a tailpipe.
Fuck off.
Gross. You're gross. You're all gross.
What do you mean? I'm having some Rupert because I'm trying to get ready for some caramel because we ain't talking yet.
Fucking caramel.
Small one. Yeah, that one.
Only if you can. Fetch it.
2 each, right?
Yeah, so that was all there, and hey, we're alive.
Tim, the mic's still on.
Oh my god. Hi everyone, welcome to Star Trek Payette. If you're watching this live, you're lucky because when this goes onto YouTube, you won't see any of this shit. So yeah, I was trying to edit stuff on the camera, and instead I just totally goofed it, and you can actually see me turning red on the camera. So whatever, that's fine. Hey everybody. So welcome to the Star Trek Live, Star Trek Adventures by Modiphius. I'm the asshat who's leading everyone tonight in the game.
That's an appropriate start to us being back.
I don't even know what we're talking about, but we'll find out, and I really hope we don't offend anyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yeah. So
You right there, Captain?
I can't even restart it. Like there's no restarting it, so we're going with it.
We're going.
We're doing it live.
Yeah.
Doing it
We're
live.
doing it live.
Oh wow. So all right, we'll go around the table. So
Can't start with me. I got caramel.
okay, you got caramel.
Start
Yeah,
with
okay.
him.
Yeah, we can't start with him. So we'll start with me. Hey, I'm the GM Tim. I'm the GM for tonight. We're gonna play Star Trek Adventures by Modiphius Games. We're playing the USS Payette, which is a Steamrunner class ship, and we're in the Nerandra, based at Nerandra Station. And these guys are exploring the Shackleton Expanse, which is in the beta quadrant for any of the hardcore Star Trek nerds. Kind of like galactic southeast of the Romulan Empire. So yeah, welcome to the game. Sorry for the weird start. For anyone who is like, hey, what happened to the timer? It's still at 5 minutes. I thought I could edit stuff, but I can't. So we're going to just play instead. Yeah, you got to watch me edit some stuff as we kind of like figured this out. Whatever. And
Hi, my name's Leah. I play Lieutenant Vary Yesikov, the Chief Security Officer of the USS Payette. Yeah, I'm a human. That's me.
I'm Stefan. I'm playing Lieutenant Sofek, who is a Vulcan science officer.
I'm good. I'm Sam. I play Captain Devin Zanny, commander of the USS Payette. I am a Betazoid. I also play, from time to time, Lieutenant Walsh, who is our human con officer, who is sometimes voiced by Tim as well.
sometimes poorly.
I'm Gopal. I am playing Lieutenant Commander Gurkhan of the House of Mata, and I am a Klingon chief engineer on the Officer Exchange Program. I'm the reason why the ship has nearly blown up multiple times and has been saved multiple times.
Well, usually the photon torpedoes, they didn't help.
Photon torpedoes didn't help. Would you want to talk about that a little bit?
What, the Klingons that shot us? Or the,
Yeah.
or
So,
the
which event are we
random
talking
species
So
about?
of-
actually, what's that?
I think we're frozen.
Are we frozen now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're...
Frozen at what point?
No, it's not.
Oh,
We're
okay.
just not moving.
Alright.
There, that should...
Is it showing up?
I don't know if Tim or whatever. Okay, cool. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Well, we hope it works.
Your video is cutting in and out.
Video is cutting in and out.
How's our audio?
Comprehensive,
Good.
apparently.
Audio is fine.
Oh, good.
We're
not
we're
losing the
as
important
good as
stuff.
it's gonna be. So whoever's giving us feedback, tell them to keep it up, and we'll keep trying to. Maybe that just needs to be more in view of the.
Hashtag do better.
Wow, thanks.
No worries. That's the motto of our ship
That's
now.
the motto of the ship. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Do we want to do a quick recap of last sort of season?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
So last season we started in a Saber class ship,
Yeah.
and we were haphazardly thrown together as a crew.
Yeah.
At that point, we were under the command of Captain Shrev, who has since been promoted to Admiralty, and we got thrown under the command of Commander Zanny at that point, who had never had any form of experience, let's
Command
say,
training?
commanding.
We said command training.
I've had command training.
Command
had
training, but never had
relatively
experience as a commander.
Limited experience
Limited.
on your own.
Command
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
on his own. Admiral Shrove took over Nerandra Station to coordinate the.
Federation and Klingon Empire working together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then we proceeded to get into a reoccurring annoying fight, let's say, with a specific Romulan commander. And
Yes, Commander Mevin.
Yes, Melvin.
We encountered Commander Mevin several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of
She
which
always
were
had
fun.
a few steps ahead of us.
Yeah.
It was a little frustrating.
Yeah.
Typical Romulan. Very arrogant. Very
Sure of herself.
sure of herself for sure.
Very sure of herself.
And after a couple of run-ins with her, we did. There was a mission where we were trying to help in a Federation science research team they weren't part of the Federation, but that was another interesting run-in because they were working on quantum torpedoes,
Yeah.
which we don't have yet.
So that was the who was it again? What was the race? Started with a T. Don't remember.
no.
No, I know. I forgot to. I totally forget. My brain is just kind of like, nope, not gonna remember that one.
that was sort of a launching point into our new ship, because that's when we got attacked by Klingon cruisers and our Saber class got messed up beyond belief.
3 birds of prey.
3 birds of prey. Yeah.
We were destroyed.
And that's where I famously slingshotted a photon torpedo out of a shuttle bay using rubber
You
bands.
threw it out the shuttle.
We also blew out all the emitters.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
our ship was wrecked. We got a new ship though.
Yeah.
Got a new ship.
Got a new ship.
Payette A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did what do they call it? A training mission?
Shakedown.
Shakedown mission.
Cruise where we actually encountered essentially marauders.
Yeah.
From the Expanse that had a collection of different ships that had been built from a collection of other ships, including Federation, Klingon, Romulan parts. And since then, we have tried to explore into the Expanse, ran into them at least once more during our last mission, which was to escort a convoy that didn't make it to the planet they were going through, trying to get to.
Nobody died on our side though.
No, nobody died, and they weren't disappointed. They were just like, well, maybe we'll look for somewhere else because this is not going to work. Which probably was the wiser of the decisions, realistically.
And at the end of that, there was a mysterious ship that was scanning us as we towed our broken.
You had one of the broken convoys.
Convoy ships back to their home planet.
It was one of the pirates that got away.
Yeah, it was following us
Yeah.
mischievously.
That's right. Well, just watching you leave. Yeah. Oh, you want to think it was following you?
I
That's
wanna
fine.
think it's
Yeah.
following
Okay. So
you.
as far as Danny's concerned, it was following them.
And it was a very angry looking ship.
It was a very angry looking ship.
Dark
Very,
tones,
very-
backlit.
Very Tom Hardy from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the neon
Backlit
green.
silhouettes, as in
Yeah.
we haven't figured out what they look like yet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reduce lighting to original level.
So in the last, let's say 2 months of in-game time, the Dominion have gone from being known to being incredibly aggressive. So as of now, the USS Odyssey was destroyed. The Dominion is officially a threat.
But we're not at war.
I don't think the declaration has happened yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was
That was later.
It was later, I think, but they're definitely not like going to be friendly. Yeah, what else has happened so far?
Has the Enterprise E launched?
Yes, and Worf is on Deep Space Nine.
Cool.
Right? Was that season? That was 2371, or was that 2372? Was that season 4?
I think it was season 4.
I think it was season, yeah.
Okay, let's say the E has not launched yet. Then.
Okay.
But you do have access to quantum torpedoes.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's a mistake.
But you guys have not been back to
Outfitted?
space dock yet.
Right.
So you haven't been outfitted with them. So the damage that you had on your last mission, you had how many breaches?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you can take 2 of those. If any of them have doubled up, so if any of you had like 2 breaches in one section,
Yeah, I have to take one of those.
you have to take one of those.
Alright, so I'm taking one off structure. Let's fix our engines, our sensors, and our communication. One on each. And then we still have 1 slight damage under structure.
So you should have any of the doubles.
One's them gone. We had two breaches on structure.
2 breaches on structure, so that one's down.
One down.
Okay.
Go down to 1.
Yeah.
We had 1 on engines, which we're gonna need to fix. 1 on sensors and 1 on communications.
Okay, so how many? So now you got 4 breaches left.
1 left because we had 5. We said you get rid of 4.
Get
No,
rid of 2.
2. So then, which
Okay,
one would you take?
2.
Engine, sensors, or communication?
I'll
So
leave
we
it
should
to you
have
guys.
3 left.
So you should have 3 left altogether.
Yeah. So which one do you want to fix? Engine, sensors, or
Sensors.
communications? Sensors.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, sorry, Captain. Whatever you decide.
So we still have 1 on our engines and our communications.
We were still we're still capable of warp at this point.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have 1 breach, which means that it increases the difficulty of stuff.
That's right. So essentially, you guys have been working around the clock. over the last couple of months to get everything fixed back up. You've limited access to a space dock because the society that was helping you,
They weren't to our level
Darren's?
of warp capabilities. Yeah,
they were low warp, right? So
they were like warp 2 or something.
yeah, essentially I was trying to show that there's going to be some noob species out there that you guys want to like work with, but you're not going to give everything to.
Yeah.
You're their Klingons from Enterprise.
Hopefully less angry, but you never know.
Maybe. I mean, you guys are probably more like, or you're their Vulcans from Enterprise. So you're
Yeah.
more like you have this stuff, but you're not willing to share because they have to show that they can do it first.
Right.
Stupid Vulcan.
Yeah.
Such a species.
Wow. And so it begins. Okay, so you find yourselves able to actually like do some exploration. Yeah. There was a really cool new protostar cluster that was a few light years away from the Alderan system. So you're able to go check it out.
Is that in the same? So in our last mission, one of the problems we had with warp was there was subspace eddies. I think.
subspace eddies.
That's over this
That's
way.
over
So
that
look
way.
at it like kind of like it's over in this sector, and then Aldera would be here, and then this is the sector, or this is the sector where the let's say this is the sector. So it's a couple sectors over.
A couple sectors away from all the others.
Yeah. So
Into
it's
the
going
expanse.
further into the expanse. Yeah.
Okay.
We marked that sector as navigation hazards.
Yeah. Somebody put up a buoy.
Well, you could do that. Yeah.
We should have left a buoy.
We probably did, or chunks of our ship.
And keep in mind too
Or
that
both.
it looked like it was potentially navigatable. Navigable.
Navigatable?
Navigatable. You
Close
could
enough.
probably map it. Because keep in mind that those
Well, we
pirates
did-
knew exactly what was going on.
We
right?
did start, but then we got shot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yep.
But protostar cluster, fun.
Yeah.
Science, science, science.
Our science officer is excited, which is counterintuitive since he's Vulcan.
Science.
Cool.
Science.
Well, at that case, the Calderans, was it?
Alderan.
Alderans. I guess we can leave them behind for now. They're
Oh,
on their
yeah.
home planet. They're safe. I say, let's go take a look.
Okay.
Walsh, set a course. Aye, Captain. I'm gonna. Well, it's a couple sectors over, so we would set a course and do easy warp. I don't want to put too much stress on the engines.
Probably a wise decision.
Something's
So
probably
say-
leaking up
Say like
still.
warp. What was the warp factor in Star Trek they figured out that didn't actually hurt subspace?
You're limited to 5.
5.
Yeah.
Warp 5 then.
And actually, this would be around that.
Let's say warp 4.
Oh no, this.
I just wanted to give myself out of game a level.
Yeah. So the newer vessels were equipped with a new warp core that didn't do that. But you know what? I like the restrictions, so let's say that it exists still for now.
Cool. So I'll say warp 4.
Okay. So what I want to know is, you guys all had a couple months. So what did each of your characters do over the last couple months?
Fix the ship.
Fix the ship.
Right, but you all have like Star Trek's big on downtime, right?
Yeah.
So even if you have like one hobby that you're kind of building on the character that you've got in front of you, what is one of the things that you worked on?
I began a new calisthenic regime aboard the ship
Okay.
with my wife, in which we trained as many of the engineering crews we could in last combat.
Is she living on the ship? I
Yes,
thought
she's
she was
living on the ship with me.
station.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, what
happened?
was that, Lieutenant?
I thought she was living on the station.
No, she's living on the ship now.
Oh, okay.
Did I
This is
not
during
pass-
the downtime in which you have no control over the crew.
Did I not pass you that memo?
It's
Sorry,
it's not required. It's just it's whoever wants to
Oh,
join.
it's like a sign-up class.
It's like a yoga class, but with Batlath.
Okay, I'm in this
Oh
class.
my god.
I mean, this class.
Yeah, and my character's
Class.
wife's
Yeah.
teaching it.
Yeah.
She's a Batlath champion. So there's a couple of bloody noses that happen.
But it's not yoga because when a Klingon
It's
does
so
it, it's
yoga. It's so invigorating.
Yeah, so peaceful.
It's very calming.
It's very much the Star Trek where they got the silk pajamas on,
Yeah.
and they show up and then they play Parisi squares and
Super
Riker blows
calming.
his shoulder out. But instead, just people are leaving with their silk pajamas with slash marks every once in a while.
Okay. How about you?
I'm
Other
taking
than
a
that.
new backless class. I'm really into it.
She's taking it to Y.
Yeah, it's good. It's very calming.
Is that the name of the section of the ship? Just
It's
the Y?
The Y is the back half
Oh my
of the
god,
ship.
it's the back. It's where the split is.
Yeah, exactly.
Young man.
Jesus. Anya or not Anya?
Anya.
Where am I? Varia would be when not training, trying to working with the ships. Do we have a ship counselor?
No, we
Too
did
small?
not.
Technically, the one beta Z on board could fulfill that role, but he's
No,
not.
no, good. Do we have like HR? I want to work with.
Do we have HR?
That's you. You're the first officer. That's your job.
Oh my god. It's
You-
Beagle.
Yeah,
Beagle's,
okay,
Beagle's the
No.
HR representative.
He's the captain of the ship.
Oh no.
Okay, so all right.
Literally, it would be
In
you.
all seriousness, I would have been taking any courses that Star Trek or Starfleet I could access in my quarters on personal relations and leadership programs and that kind of stuff. Varia comes from a very like conflict-oriented background, and while she is a chief security officer, she's also been recently promoted to second in command for the ship, and feels that she doesn't have the soft skills to do the job as well as she could.
Great. I like.
So
Okay.
Welcome to my room.
Yeah.
In charge. Oh god.
Well, I mean, what I've been doing, we found an awesome new stellar phenomenon for me to study. So I've been studying sensor logs of the slip space, or the slipstream. Slipspace or slipstream eddies?
Subspace.
Subspace eddies.
Subspace eddies.
Yeah, so I've been studying the subspace eddies, refining our sensors to better detect them. So we discover them before we slam into them,
Good idea.
like last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically learning about that, making refinements to the sensors, constantly tinkering, usually when Gurkhan's distracted.
Because otherwise, Gurkhan just gets mad at you for
Yeah,
tinkering.
more or less.
Yep. Yeah, don't touch my ship.
Yet he is.
He does not
So-
bring any logical or
So you
efficient
just kinda like-
solutions to my problems.
Whenever he does something to the ship, I look at it. If I like it, I keep it.
Right.
If not, I hide it away somewhere.
Okay.
He still believes it's there. He'll hit the command for it. It just won't do anything.
Yeah, so just like programming new sensor subroutines to help detect the subspace eddies.
Okay. That means that I have to come up with what they do, and so I will do that for you.
Since,
No
you know,
far problems yet?
it's not going to be a thing for a while.
If at all.
If at all.
I mean, what? Yeah. How about you?
Zanny, because of his beta Z abilities, telepathy, and sometimes being also a commander can feel overwhelmed from the thoughts of the crew spinning around. Not that he's listening, but they're always constantly there. So he made a deal with our Zenkethi transporter.
Oh yeah, our transporter chief is Zenkethi, isn't
Yeah, which if you don't know what a Zenkethi is,
Space Rhino.
basically they're ginormous. So first quarters, we made that cargo bay 1 his quarters, about the right
he?
size.
You mean Cargo Bay 2?
No, cargo bay 2 is our actual cargo bay.
Alright, so Cargo Bay 3.
Whatever. Cargo bay 1. So, but as a deal, when Zen Casey's on shift, Zenny made a deal so that he could go use his quarters, and he started building a 1969 Chevy Impala over the past couple of months, and he's not telling anybody.
Wait, in your
because
quarters?
No, in the Zen Casey's
Oh, okay,
quarters,
alright.
which is a cargo bay.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I hope he sits on.
1972.
I'm paying attention.
1969 Chevy Impala.
1969 Chevy
From
Impala.
scratch. And that's how he spends his downtime, because it gets him far enough away so he can just Be
Zen,
at
what's the
peace.
Zen Kathy's mind like?
Don't know. He's on shift.
Oh, okay.
Just needed
Once
enough
again,
space to
I'm
build
paying
a
Where
car.
do, you, where do you store it when he's back?
Oh, it's in the corner.
It's like a
You just
tarp
mark
over
it.
it.
Just lift
It just
it.
lifts,
Just
and
lifts.
it just stays in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
There are engine parts
Eventually-
being degreased in engineering right now as well.
Eventually, I plan to take it on an actual planet and drive it.
Yeah, nice.
But gotta fix it up. It's not even. It won't be a gas engine either.
You're gonna put like a modern.
modern,
Yeah.
non.
Fusion engine.
Non-lethal?
Non-lethal. Yeah.
I mean,
No small explosions.
really?
Yeah. Into it.
Okay. Cool. Good job, everyone. Okay, so as always, you got your determination.
We already got him.
Oh, did you get them already?
Yeah, you passed them out already.
Did I hand them out already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm on the ball today. It's going to be a good game, guys. Good game. Okay, so one of them is always for the Prime Directive, and the other is for tonight, Exploring the Unknown.
Okay.
You know what? Let's make it kind of like very Trek sounding. The second determination is Seek Out New Life.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So you get to the stellar
The protostar.
protostars, the protostar cluster. Do you guys know what that looks like? And I might get my actual science wrong, but if I remember correctly, the jewel box is a protostar cluster, and it's something we can see with a magnifying glass, a micro telescope in the southern hemisphere, and it literally looks like a box of jewels kind of spilled out onto a blank blanket.
Yeah.
And it's a whole bunch of new stars being formed, and it's really kind of cool looking.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a jewel box. But I don't know if it's like a proto. I think it is. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, a stellar nursery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it looks really awesome, and that's kind of what you see. So you guys get up there, and it's got that like very Trek sort of like pseudo nebula, even though it's not, but kind of looks cool, so it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a whole bunch of different colored intensities of stars. Very kind of small pinpoints to like a little bit bigger, and yeah, it looks pretty intense. Heavily radioactive, but you do see some star kind of formations that are fairly unusual for what you guys have found before.
Cool.
Yeah, a couple new radiation styles, because yay for new things that can kill you, and
Yes.
and a
Time to modify the deflector shield.
and can you give me a science and let's go daring. So we got a new dice box, new dice
Daring
can.
Stavin. Woo!
Nice.
He signs the
Did you get a
Three
one?
crap
You
out of
science the
that.
crap out of
Yeah.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Cue Star Trek mumbo jumbo.
Yeah. So I hope you all like the dice cam. By the way, that's what. If you couldn't see the dice, we'll work on it, but I think it worked pretty good. What's next week? You roll that one. So you got 3 successes. You
Yep.
said? Okay. So you get 1 momentum, and you do get a sort of like. It almost looks like there's like, and I'm going to totally screw up my science, so if anyone's like...
It's
an
Star
actual
Trek
scientist,
science.
Thank you. I know, but it's even Star Trek science is actually based on science theory, and I just don't have enough science theory knowledge. So...
Not quite magic. Not quite real.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
A lot
It's gonna be more
science.
Star Trek, Star Wars science and Star Trek
Yeah.
science. So you get
Space wizards.
you get there's like a pattern similar to like a quasar coming from inside, but there's not the right kind of gravimetric disturbances, and there's not the right kind of radiation in general.
Ooh.
So, yeah, or even a pulsar. Let's do a pulsar because I know what those are for sure. Those are like intense bursts of radiation, right? And it can eradicate crap, but this is not that. It's got the same sort of stable pattern, but nothing more.
So it's not really like it's not really a radiation. It's not like sending bursts of radiations, but it's still kind of a pulse.
Almost,
of some,
yeah.
Some kind.
Yeah. What are we doing with this guy?
I'm gonna ask questions.
Okay, so ask your question. Gather information.
First question, because I have that skill.
Damn it, you get 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Vulcan.
Is it a random? Does it seem like it's a random pattern, or is it like a repeating pattern?
From the brief moments you've had so far, it does not look random.
Does it seem like there's any possibility that it's artificial?
That will take further study.
Okay. No, I'll continue.
But it does not match anything natural that you know of thus far. Because it has those multiple sort of like, it's kind of like this one, kind of like this one.
It's drawing from like a few known stellar phenomenon sources, but
Right.
nothing that we've ever seen in conjunction at the same point.
That's right. You might be able to get...
I'm Vulcaning here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, that's really good. What's so funny?
No, it's really good.
It was too good.
Yeah, it was too good. You're
This
making the
is
rest of us
displaying a
look bad.
level of professionalism that's not appropriate on this ship.
That's my line.
Okay, so So you figure to get anything more, you're going to want to go further into the star cluster. There's a couple catches though. Going in, there's going to be heavy. There's a lot of power going to your shields to make sure that you guys are protected. And that much sort of like, let's say, natural chaos is going to throw your sensors kind of off, right? So it's either kind of like take a hell of a long time out on the edges and hope for the best, or push the ship and the crew and get some better readings inside.
Captain, request permission to launch a Class 1 probe.
Why?
That's actually a valid question.
Yeah.
Class 1 probes are a big deal. So
Yeah, no, they're
If you
not.
said class 2, I'd have been like, sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it's class 3.
Okay, actually Class
but
2. I don't remember.
Class
what
1
the...
has multi-phasic shielding. Like, that's expensive.
Class 1's the type of shit that you'll send
Actually,
in.
no. Actually, yeah. Class 1
Class
is
one?
multi-phase.
Yeah, Class 1's what you want.
Good,
You want
yeah.
the best in there.
I'm detecting some non-random pulses coming from previously unseen stellar phenomenon. However, I would like to get more readings and potentially use any information we get back to modify our deflector shield to give us greater protection against the known cosmic radiation.
All right, let's do it. Yasikov, prepare to launch a class 1 probe.
Class 1, sir. Aye.
okay.
Beep boop.
Yeah.
She actually does that well. Very much like data life forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video said it makes me more approachable if I can use code.
I'm just standing in the middle of the bridge, like, with that dumbfounded. Really? Just launch it.
I believe
Yes,
the
sir.
computer provides all the audio notifications of activation.
Yes, alright, yes, I get
Computer,
it.
set all
It
audio
sits.
notifications to mute for anything that is not threatening us.
Captain,
Audio
objection. Many
notifications?
things that I
Mute.
would like notifications for are non-threatening, ideally.
Fine. Activate only SOFX.
Thank you, Captain.
Self-hex activated.
Wait for Gurkhan to be like, why can't I hear anything?
Yeah. Gurkhan's in engineering.
Why is engineering so
Gurkhan's
quiet?
in engineering. Did I just go deaf? Can anyone else hear that?
Can anyone hear me? Am I deaf? Can anyone else hear me? They're all looking at me like, Captain,
Yeah.
did you turn off my music, sir?
Computer, set audio back to regular settings. Just launch the probe.
And then you hear the most.
Guar starts playing Klingon heavy metal, which is essentially Norwegian heavy metal.
Yeah.
Look up Infinite Annihilator.
There you go.
Maybe later.
Yeah, after. You won't be able to You can't watch us when your ears are bleeding. So the probe goes in. It's going to take a little bit of time. So we'll say that a couple hours has passed.
I'll be in my reading room then.
What do you do in your ready room?
Well, she's been around in my chair.
It's just like,
So glad it's not blown up.
If he gets dizzy enough, his betas and powers turn off.
what's your ready room look like? So we've seen like ops. That doesn't really like his ready room doesn't really. It's more like an office, right? So and then we got Picard's, which is very kind of like desk, tiny couch, fish tank.
A reading room. A little reading section.
A little reading section.
Yeah.
Then we've got Janeway's. That's more like the like it's
Well,
more
she's
like a
got the-
lounge
yeah.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah. Bigger
Yeah.
than the galaxy class.
Oh, we
right?
froze again.
That's
We
fair
freeze
enough.
again.
One viewer says that you sit in your ready room playing with little model airplanes.
Oh
That's
my
not entirely
god!
wrong.
Is that, are they model airplanes or are they model cars?
Model cars. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
on the floor.
It's a gearhead.
It's a
Well,
Hot
there's-
Wheels collection.
Right, so there is the desk and the chair, and then off to one side I have a little like bottle thing just below, just so I can hide it away when somebody needs to come in.
No, it's
Yeah,
under
yeah.
the
But
desk
then
and you're
on
just
the
like
wall,
on the
you know
floor.
how Picard had the ships above his couch?
Yeah.
So on the wall, when you come in, there's model cars there, and then there's
There's a model of the Payette, the
and there's a
original
yeah,
one.
Yeah, fair. You
Your
know, but that's
first
on,
command-
that's on a stand by the window because I have one window,
Okay.
and then there's a couch. So if my desk is here,
Yeah.
there's a couch over there with the window, model US Payette. The doorway's over directly across from
Yeah.
the desk. There's the model cars on the walls with 2 chairs. So it's still very office-like.
Okay. But it's
It's
got
personalized.
Yeah, personalized. All right.
And if Beagle blows it up again, I'm gonna be choked. He accidentally launched a missile from an asteroid that we were investigating that was a very old school, and it missed everything except my reading room, my old one, and blew it out. So this is recently rebuilt.
By me.
Yeah.
By the chief engineer.
Yeah,
So
apparently
there's
we're-
secret bat lefts all over the
Huh?
place.
Apparently
No,
we're
there
completely
isn't.
offline.
I found
We're
it.
offline.
Crap.
No sound, no visuals.
Okay.
Dice guys went offline.
All right.
You're demon cats.
All right. Sorry about that, everyone. So we're back. We have to do a little bit of adjustment, and yeah, hopefully this works. So we're gonna go on with our part 2. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so I totally forgot where we were.
Probe.
Launch
Probe.
the
We'd launched the probe. Okay, so the feedback from the probe is it's showing that the pattern is indeed very repetitious. It does not look natural forming.
Captain, after receiving reports from the probe, it does appear that the signal is artificial.
Interesting. I guess we'll come to the bridge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fly out. Can you source an origin?
That star over there, yes.
Which one?
The
Right
signal,
there.
the signal is coming from this heading, Captain.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm just gonna sending heading to the com.
You. Walsh, can I guess? Well,
418 Mark 329.
sure.
Nice.
Oh.
Beep
Yeah.
boop.
Can you tell me how close we can get to the star with our shields at the current setting?
You can get fairly close. Yeah, you can get fairly close. Visual is staticky, so like Wrath of Khan style static, right? So you can make out kind of like the colors, but it's heavy.
We can approach fairly close, Captain. However, I would recommend diverting auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Nice touch.
Yes, Gov, can you please make the necessary adjustments? Walsh, please take us within a safe distance so we can continue our scans.
Hi, Captain.
Hi, Captain.
Engage.
There it is. I was waiting for the beep boops. Okay. So as you guys get closer, the static gets like it just gets really bad, and it takes a minute. And this was where we were gonna go to break, but you see a bright. You get a good signal for a second, and it gets really bright, and then it gets really staticky again, and then alarms start sounding on your console for a proximity alert.
Captain, proximity alert.
Walsh, evasive maneuvers.
So Walsh types in a few buttons.
I send whatever information I have to his con.
Okay. And oh yeah, Walsh will nail it. It's what's his con and
Control.
yeah.
Con 5, control 11. Real good pilot.
All right, so he's gonna get excuse me. He's gonna get 3 successes, and it'll take that many to dodge. And as the scene clears again, you guys see a Borg cube.
Sphincter clinch. Sophic, have they detected us?
Doesn't look like it, or they're ignoring you.
Shields up, Captain.
Shields are already up. Thank
Oh,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sophic, have they detected us?
Unknown at this time. However, it has been observed that Borg only engage when threatened.
Yeah, read that reports.
You hear from engineering, because I'm listening to this and I go, they have been known to attack rather blatantly. Example, Wolf 359.
Yes, we realize you were there. Thank you, Gorkon.
Yes, arming engineering staff.
No! But no! We talked about this.
Yes, done. Thank you.
Yeskov has thanks, Gorkon. Yeskov, as a precaution, please be prepared to have rotating shield frequencies,
Yes,
as
sir.
well as weapon rotating phaser settings. I forget the actual term. In case they do engage us. Sophic, are you able to commit a scan to see maybe if the cube was this close and isn't active? Maybe they're damaged or something is wrong. And what happened to the Class 1 probe? Is that still kicking around?
It is. You're fairly close to it. You'd probably retrieve it if you wanted.
Yeah, they're expensive. Yes. I'll actually give that to Gurkhan. Can you please get a crew to retrieve the Class 1 probe? Tractor beam. We've got other stuff going on. Just take care of it.
Captain, could we actually hold off on retrieving the probe for a moment? I have a idea I want to test.
Uh-oh. By uh-oh, I mean sure. What is it?
I want to scan the Borg cube, but I want to bounce the signal through the probe so the scan's coming from the probe as opposed to us.
Okay.
So if they detect the scan, they will shoot at the probe.
Fair. Move the, in that case, Gurkhan, belay that order.
Order belayed?
Means don't do it.
Oh. Order delayed.
Don't worry, Lieutenant Commander. I hope there will still be a probe shortly for you to recover.
So if I move your probe outside of, move it to long range from the ship and conduct your scan.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have the probe maneuver on maneuvering thrusters away from our vessel a bit, but a little bit closer to the cube.
Okay.
And then it's gonna attempt a passive scan with it first.
Okay.
It's like remote control into it and instruct it to do a passive scan.
Just before he does scan, though, I'm gonna ask Walsh to maintain warp readiness. I don't know if our warp engines are gonna be effective by this being within the radiation, so I just order him to be ready to get us out of here.
Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be a difficulty of 4 because of all the interference, and because of all the interference, and because you're trying to do it like covertly as well.
And that wouldn't be supported by the ship then?
No, because I'm not using the ship
You're
sensors.
using-
I'm using
Right,
the probe
using the
sensors.
probe sensors. Yeah.
I don't have any more. Should I give Tim
A threat?
I'm not saying anything. I'm in engineering trying to get ready to stab a board.
No, because I can't use determination because there's not really any. It doesn't go with values or directives.
Well then.
Because we already know about the Borg. They're not new life to us.
No, but it could go with one of your values.
I have nothing that would really
Makes sense.
make sense, no.
But you could give Tim a threat.
Seek out new life is like I would allow that one because you're still doing like kind of exploration.
Well, like I said, determination, is it to buy a dice or reroll?
By a critical.
By a critical.
Let's remove the variables.
I mean, I could basically use it if I was trying to research something and do mumbo jumbo to narrow down. It's like I'm going to do this to make it to check if it's this or not.
Really?
Cool. So apparently there's construction going on.
Okay, so
Oh, for God's sake.
Really?
I don't even know what to say. I'm so sorry, everybody. So if you can't hear that, bonus. But we all hear construction work
No, they definitely hear it.
going on right outside of our room.
It just started.
So we're going to be moving Star Trek to a new location.
Yeah,
next
we'll
week.
be at a new location in 2 weeks. We're all just gonna bear through it. Oh man. Okay. Give me a sec. You guys figure out what you want to do. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how long that's gonna go.
Yeah, because...
One user says, "Captain, they're drilling into the hull."
No, Borg cutting beam!
Armed photons.
Check.
Full spread.
I do have to ask, what is the cleaning crew doing with any sort of drill or a saw inside the building?
That's
Yeah.
a great question. I don't think so. It's probably just a HVAC.
What is it?
I have no idea. They're almost done though, apparently. So we'll just have to put up with it for a little bit.
Alright. Well, since...
And I like that they're totally drilling into the hull.
Yeah.
I'm thinking since this is a
New bartender.
board cube that we've encountered, I'm going to give you a threat
Yeah.
for an extra dice.
Yeah.
I'm also going to use search out new life and use a determination for an auto critical.
Okay. Cool.
That's 3 successes.
So 5 altogether.
Yes.
All right. So I'll give you a momentum. So the scans show that the cube is inactive.
What?
What kind of...
Well, thank you.
face. I want that back.
Yeah.
What is life form reading like? Does it appear that their life form's active, or is it just seemingly dead?
You are getting some faint life sign readings, many faint life sign readings, but yeah, you're not getting like clear readings, so it might be faint because of the interference, but the cube itself didn't react to the scan, and it doesn't seem to be. What did they say?
Says, "Oh, it's inactive, Captain." Smug shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
So I know it appears inert for my second question.
Yeah.
Because Vulcan.
Yeah.
Does it appear damaged at all?
So power readings are minimal. It could be one of those. Like, so you guys have the report from
359.
Plus the other instances of the Enterprise encountering.
Yeah.
Nothing from Voyager, obviously, because that's still missing.
That's right. So you've got the readings from the Enterprise when they turned it off. Basically, remember they put it into sleep mode.
Sleep.
Which wasn't my favorite usage of it, but it's that style of reading. So they may be repairing. That would be your best sort of guess.
Okay. Captain, the cube appears inert. However, it's unknown if they are repairing or if they've suffered serious damage due to the radiation or other factors. Do you want me to go to a more active scan?
If they didn't react to the initial scan, we will need more information. Detect the probe to return. Walsh, take us to within active scanning range. Prepare to leave the system if the Borg cube becomes a threat. Sofek, take the lead. I sit down, smugly in my chair.
Lieutenant Walsh, please bring us within 100,000 kilometers.
Okay. I said. So you guys, the ship kind of does it really kind of cool, and we'll probably use like, let's say, lateral sensors, so you kind of move in and do almost like a side by side, and you've got a good chunk of distance. I'm gonna put you within 40,000 kilometers because that's the extent of transporter range.
Okay.
So we'll say that's the best way to get your good intensive scans.
Alright, and then I'm going to focus a more active scan using the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to just do more focused search on the energy output, see if I can determine where their energy is going, if they are self-repairing. See if readings match up from the Enterprise readings on when the Borg cube they encountered was initiating repair.
Okay.
See if it matches up with what our records say.
Okay. Before you roll,
Yeah.
that threat that you gave me,
Yep.
I'm using that, and I'm also using one of my own to increase your difficulty. Or not your difficulty, to increase your complication range. So I'm adding a complication due to the gravimetric and radiations in the region, and I'm adding another one for the fact that it's a Borg cube, and while you're still Vulcan, those things nasty.
That's a technical term.
That is the technical term. So you're going to have a difficulty of 18 up. All right.
Complication.
A complication of 18 up.
All right.
What do you remember?
Easy.
Talents.
Easy.
For you?
Steady.
Steady. Yeah.
Talents are 135.
135.
I'm making a roll.
Yurkan, I assume you've been listening in.
Yeah, I got the sensors on full bore, Captain.
All right, you're rolling for the
Yeah.
ship. I'm going to use my technical expertise to re-roll that 19.
7, the ship succeeds.
4 successes.
Okay.
And then the difficulty is reduced by 1 due to our advanced sensors.
Ooh, nice. So I will give you your momentum there.
And the sensors have no breachers, so we fixed them before we went into
Good
this.
thing you fixed the sensors. Okay. All right. So the Borg cube does match those readings. It looks like they are in repair mode. And now that you've got a good clear scan, there's heavy damage to the cube.
The cube has undergone heavy damage, Captain. However, it has initiated self-repair protocols.
Are we able to figure out what that damage is? Was it caused by the stars, or does Jessica, maybe you could help out and see if it was combat related?
Hi, Captain. Scanning now.
Okay.
Put that in the pool.
So you've got a momentum in the pool.
What would that be? Would it be
Well, I think
control
Sofek
and security?
would continue scanning, and then you would help interpret the information.
Oh, okay,
to see
gotcha.
if it was something you know of.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the way I envision
So I start
I see
reading
that.
through the information that he pipes up to my con.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anything? Or?
This is going to be a difficulty 2.
Okay.
It would have been 3, but you've got the extra information. You guys did well on those last 2 rolls. So,
Cool.
And this is going to be a. Yeah, it's gonna be a reason in science.
Or
So I guess
security?
I'll roll.
Security. Sorry.
So I'll roll for the sensors if you want to roll for the ship.
No,
I'm
our
doing it
sensors
separate.
are just giving her the info.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she's disseminating the info that we've given her from our scan.
Gotcha.
In the
Oh,
box.
sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Oh, jeez.
Should've counted.
buddy. Okay, so that is a critical failure.
It
and that is
is.
a critical success.
So before you get rid of that critical failure, is there anything you can do to burn it off?
I've got a momentum, which means that I can re-roll it. Question mark? Is that how momentum works? It's been a while since I played this game. I'm sorry.
Momentum adds dice to the pool.
Yeah, I think the only way you reroll it is if it's a determination.
I think
Okay.
yeah.
So
Momentum just allows you to add
Add a
additional
dice.
dice.
okay.
But
So-
you got to do that before you roll.
Correct.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Determination you can do now though,
Okay, I
but you
will
gotta have a value.
look at my values.
You can either use the prime directive if it applies, the mission objective if it applies, or a value.
Protect my people.
That would definitely.
I will use
Yeah.
my
Uh-huh.
value of protect my people to, because I'm probably very itchy right now,
Yeah.
and am concerned about the safety of my crew
Yep.
and my people.
Okay.
So where
Behind
do I
her
put this?
station, her hair is literally just a poof
And I
ball.
will wait. Reroll this.
Yeah.
Get it.
So I'll move this out of the way for you.
Cool.
I literally saw
Cool.
it like,
Not a failure.
I know.
Well, not
Well,
a critical failure.
it's not a complication either because
No.
Tim did that on me. It's not done on
Oh, damn it!
you. We already passed
You're
that
right. You're right. All right. So, two
Two
successes, which
Yeah.
is exactly what you needed.
Wicked.
The damage done is. It doesn't look like weapons damage. It looks more like inertia damage.
Okay.
they hit something?
Captain, this doesn't look like any damage made by weapons. It looks like something hit the side of the ship, or the ship ran into something else.
Looks more like...
You got melted.
It's possible they encountered gravitational eddies in the protostars cluster.
Kind of like that. Looks more like it took like... you know when you take like a balloon and you go from inside outside and it suddenly shrinks?
Yes. Like pressure from outside.
Kind of, yeah. Like that's what it looks like. But for that to have happened, like, yeah.
Yes.
Or I guess kind of like some sections look like they've imploded.
Yeah, essentially.
They went deep sea diving in eddies in space.
Kind of, yeah.
Huh. Do we have an estimated time of repair? I think we might have an opportunity to gain some needed information about the Borg, but I'm hesitant to send an away team. At
this rate, you figure you got probably about 10 hours before it gains minimal activity. Basically, before it becomes a threat to you guys.
Very well. I think this calls for an away team.
Oy.
Yeskov, can you grab Beagle and meet us?
No.
Meet myself, Sofak, Gurkhan. Oh, we're taking Beagle. Meet myself, Gurkhan, and Sofak in transported room 2.
Aye,
Walsh,
sir.
you have the comm. Hey, Captain. Oh, God.
Yeah, pretty much.
Setting timer now, sir.
What if I don't want it, Captain?
Too bad, Walsh. I'm already in the turbo.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take Beagle down to the armory.
Where are we going, sir?
We're going down to armory.
Okay.
We're going on board cube.
Wait, what?
Going on board cube. Did you not pay attention? Read brief.
I wasn't on the bridge.
I said to brief. Read brief.
I thought
you were
kidding. There's a board cube here.
It is not working yet. So we need to make sure that our timing is coordinated.
Okay.
And that we're heavily armed, just in case.
Oh, no problem. And you kind of like, you're saying this as your like back is to him.
Yeah.
You turn around and he's just like kitted out. He's got one rifle like here. He's got one rifle strapped. He's got like a harness with grenades that you don't even know where they came from. Like it just, yeah. Like he's got 2 phasers, one on either side, just in case one goes out, sir. And he walks in and it's kind of like ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
Oh, wait.
So Beagle, just for anyone who's new, Beagle is probably my favorite NPC I've ever played. Beagle is my NPC security officer who seems inept.
I hope he gets thrown.
Comes off as inexperienced. He comes off as inexperienced, but he's quite capable.
He comes across as a bit of adult.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Yeah.
He tries.
He tries.
He comes through in the clinch.
Yeah.
He does. He does come through in a clinch. Yeah. So
Where did those grenades come from?
I found them.
I need to change the code again. Gurkhan managed to get in.
Me from
The
the transport.
blasted Klingon put grays on my head. I swear. I just start like muttering in Russian.
I hear me from the transporter room. No grenades.
No, he walks in and he's fully kidding. Sound doesn't travel that good in this ship. No way. Are there any grenades in Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yes,
There are
aren't there?
photon grenades. Yeah.
Photon grenades?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't have a lot. We're gonna say he's got 2.
Okay.
One of them isn't photon though. One of them's probably one of the disruptor grenades that I've created.
You created disruptor grenades?
I have like 5 disruptor pistols that I've stolen off of Romulus.
Okay.
You just duct taped them all
I just
together,
duct taped
set
one
one
together.
button for overload.
Yeah, overload.
Why are you intent on making my job so difficult?
I hand you a McLeth as
I
I
hope
enter
nobody
the-
tells me this.
Oh no one's
I have not.
Gurkhan just walks in holding like 5 disruptor pistols taped together.
No. He hasn't even.
This is a grenade now.
Yeah, he hasn't even made a disruptor. He like modified it so it's no longer a pistol. It's now literally just an energy source that just explodes when he hits the right button.
Yeah, I do.
Full on,
I
like,
do
proper
hand
grenade,
off
yeah.
a knife to Yasikov, and I'm like, they cannot adapt to energy weapons when you stab them.
And I like reach down and pull a knife
Not
out of
wrong.
my boot.
Mine's like 3 times as wide.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They obviously have a
Okay.
type 2
as
So we
you
are
guys
armed and
as you
ready.
guys as you guys get like onto the transporter pad, the chief looks at you. What was his name? Zinkathy?
What was his name? I don't know if I
There's
remember.
not
It.
one of the posters that's now down.
Yeah, it was a long, weird name.
Was it one of the?
We
I
call
thought
him
you said it was
Zan's
like
back
Thompson or something.
sheet. Zane's back sheet.
Zane's
Bakshi?
Zane's back sheet.
His back sheet. Done.
All right. So Bakshi looks at you and says, "Sorry, sir. Transporters are unoperable. We're gonna have to use the shuttle."
What?
I sigh and look worried at you.
Don't worry, I won't do a barrel roll this time. Last time I did a maneuver, we got shot down.
Why did you get shot down?
Because I was doing a maneuver.
Why were you? What were you doing with the maneuver though?
Oh, I turned off all
Turn
the...
off inertial dampeners.
I turned off the inertial damper
Yeah,
so I
the
could
maneuvers would
fly
have been
more
fine.
fun.
Yeah, and I flew out of my chair and was concussed for the entire adventure.
It's fine. This is board, not some...
I'm
Dead
such a
asteroid.
jerk DM. It hasn't frozen again, has it?
No,
Okay, good.
somebody was just giving us information on grenades in Star Trek.
Oh, love
cool.
you.
Thank you.
No, please.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna lose a limb.
Why is transporter down?
Because of
Shields
the
are up.
interference from the
Also, shields are up.
Well, shields are up. But
Once we got to the
But it's-
transporter, we could put them down.
it's interference from the radiation, so it's just too much. If the sensors aren't even working, so your view screen doesn't work, the transporters aren't going to work either.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody to cargo bay too.
Yeah.
Can someone else
You mean
fly
shuttle bay
shuttle,
too?
please?
We're not taking your car.
Damn. Shuttle bay too.
Okay, so you get to the shuttle bay.
I'm flying.
Yeah, and just hop in a Type 2 shuttle. The rectangle ones, basic, yeah, and head over.
The cheap ones to make.
Please ensure all
Yeah.
security measures are on, sir.
Yes, I'm keeping the inertial dampers on. This is board, not an asteroid. I'm not a moron.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jessica.
So you guys get
Just
there,
making
and
sure,
as
sir.
you're flying up to this thing, the immensity of this cube compared to the shuttle is just like almost mind-numbing. Like it's just so damn big, and it just fills the windows as you come up to what you hope is it looks like a port.
From a previous knowledge of the board cubes, do we know, if I remember correctly, their main house is in any of their computer information isn't actually the very center, but they have data ports all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like to, Sofek, if you're my co-pilot, find basically an engineering station that has data ports so we can try and lift some information and land the shuttle as close as possible. I want to be on this thing as in and out as quickly as we can.
Yeah. Okay.
Quickly
So
and quietly.
Yeah, I'll bounce like a signal back to the ship and have the sensors look at the sensor logs to figure out where we assume data ports might be, and then the closest, and then one's closest to some of the breaches.
we're gonna say it's junction 39 alpha is probably your best bet. There's a few that could work, but this one looks like it's kind of like one of those primary areas where you're gonna have to still go in. It's not gonna be simply out the door.
No.
I would never let you do that.
Wouldn't even let us transport.
It's better for me to say that stuff.
Yeah.
So we can
yes.
best screw it.
Yes. It is a good idea. But yeah, you can at least get in with less intensity around it, right? So there'll be less drones overall.
I'll dock the shuttle. Jessica, you have point.
Aye, sir. I take out the phaser rifle and Beagle, you'll take rear.
Yes, sir.
Do not use those grenades unless I command you to.
I will only use them if something's coming at when
No.
you command me.
Yes.
Yes.
It's charging.
No.
No.
All right, breaching.
No bridge burned. Gotcha, sir. Okay.
I'll go up to the door and combat training.
Mm-hmm.
Go inside, check out
Okay, so
as I can. Sorry, I don't know. Did we like?
We docked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
okay,
docked,
So
yeah,
go
yeah,
inside.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
yeah.
I open the door and into
Yeah.
space.
Yeah. Yay! So you get in, and inside everything has that. You've seen episodes with the Borg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everything has that kind of like that very utilitarian for function only, and with handrails. I love that, you know,
Yeah.
Star Wars can't figure out handrails, but the Borg do. so there's
Look, they blew all the budget on the giant laser.
Well,
think
Star
there's
Trek still
HR
doesn't have
in Star
seatbelts,
Wars.
so you know,
True.
everybody's
So
got
you
something.
you get in, and you got those nice green triangle data
the-
ports. Yeah,
the upside down pyramid things.
that's right. Yeah, so you see a few of those kind of like lining a couple spots along. You're going to need 4 of them in order to gather the appropriate data that you're looking for.
Cool. I would like. I'll tell. I'm assuming Gurkhan and Sofek. I'm wondering if we can work on multiple at the same time. Because what I would like to do, crew, is go to the furthest one away so we can work our way back to the shuttle. Everybody follow suit.
Yes.
Beagle, Jessica, if you're gonna
Yes.
go. Thank you, Beagle. You're gonna have to keep a lookout. Watch the drones, make sure that they're not reacting in a negative way.
Aye, sir.
Sofek, Gurkhan, I assume you're going to be. I don't assume. Fetch us as much data as you can.
Much as we can get, as quick
Much
as
as
we
you
can
can get, as quick as you can get. Sofek, I'll send you and Yesikov to the furthest one. Gurkhan and I will be at the back. Beagle, kind of stay in the middle.
You're in the
Between
middle.
us.
Middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Aye, sir.
Remember what I said about grenades.
No grenades,
Good.
And break team.
but I stay here. In the middle. I stay in the middle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Kind of undermined your break.
Come on, Sophie. Faster we're
I
done,
grab your
faster we're
phaser
out of
and
here.
I've set the adjustments to make it automatically go to a new frequency every time you fire it, and randomly change its power setting so you don't know if you're killing or stunning.
Interesting. Thank you.
That's how it works. You gotta go random on all scales.
I appreciate it.
That's how it works, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's gotta be randomized.
At least that's how Gurkhan believes
I
it
just
works.
put integer 1 to 1 million.
Yeah.
Don't
Power
think I
1
know
to
how
1
that. I don't think that's how that works, but we don't know enough about the board for me to
That's right.
disprove it yet.
No, you don't.
See, 'cause I heard from a third-hand source from the Klingons, based upon stolen information from the Federation, that this is how it's done.
I'm already walking towards the nose.
I'm
I'm
following
walking
him.
anywhere. We're on
Okay.
the first node.
No, we're gonna go to the
Third
to
node?
the 3rd node. They're going to the 4th node, and we're working back. In case you know something's wrong, we work backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4th node. And Beagle is literally staying put.
Yeah. He's gonna watch the shuttle.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yes, sir.
Make sure
I
no
wanna make
drones
sure we
go
have it
on,
out.
on shuttle.
No
What?
drones on the shuttle.
No drones on shuttle.
Can I throw a grenade if a drone's
No!
trying to get on the shuttle?
Do not throw a grenade unless, for some reason, I am like, Beagle, throw a grenade! It doesn't count. Don't do it. In fact, just give them to me. Give them to me.
Oh, no. But okay.
Yes. I take them.
So you got 2 grenades.
One of them you have no idea about what it is.
Yeah, I'm like...
Beagle's full on, like, Beagle's full on sulking. Like, he's full on, I have those grenades for a reason.
You do well.
Sir, I'll do, sorry, sir.
You do well on
Guarding.
this mission. You can
He's
use
like full on,
grenades.
like, full
There
attention.
you go.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, might I remind you, we have less than 10 hours.
Done. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Actually, you're down to about 8 now.
Jeez.
Okay.
That was a long
Took
time.
2 hours for Beagle to put all the shit on.
Each well, it takes time to get across too, right? So each task is going to be 2 intervals,
Okay.
and each interval is about 15 minutes.
Cool.
Okay.
As we're going to the 4th node, I'm going to pull the data and just have my tricorder out. I'm just scanning like, oh, hey, drone in regeneration chamber. Scan. Get information. What? I'm a science officer. What do you want from me?
Oh,
Don't look at me like that.
Let's hurry.
So as you get to the, you get to the,
box.
you two get to the furthest node, and how are you going to get up to get it?
I could boost him. I'm like 6-something feet tall.
Yeah.
Nice, so you can boost me, and I can just grab with one hand. Vulcans are strong.
Yeah.
I can do chin-ups.
Okay, give me a fitness and security, please.
Both of us?
No,
Oh
in the
god, I
box.
keep forgetting that. And that was a great roll.
It was.
Did it before.
That's pretty good too.
That was alright. So 2 successes.
Okay. So you're lifted up. You can disconnect it. It's gonna take a. This is gonna be a control and engineering.
Control engineering. So what I'm trying to do.
Actually, no. This is gonna be a daring and engineering.
So what am I doing? Am I trying to? I'm disconnecting the node, or am I just trying to pull?
You have to disconnect it. You can't pull with the tricorders. So
Daring engineering, huh?
in fact, you could pull from the tricorder information, but it's like a data process or data transfer versus taking the solid state drive with you.
You gotta hook directly into the line, man.
It's our Wi-Fi tonight
Yeah.
versus.
Hey, do we want to pull the farthest one away or pull one of the closer?
Well, that's you're gonna have to take them all.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to attempt to.
Did the Vulcan actually just do that?
Are you okay?
Yeah, you're just gonna hear irritating. You're just like, what?
Oh.
Like,
This
the
is-
nodes must be
this is not
disconnected and
ideal.
removed.
Worse than I thought.
All right.
Science it.
Well, daring engineering is not
Do
my
a
best,
science.
so I'm
Well,
going to
theoretically-
momentum an extra dice on my
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
could have used that to give us all engineering 5.
Too late.
Well, you're. I mean, how would you give it to me?
Collaboration because you're watching me do it, and then you're
No,
following
they're,
us.
we're
they're
separate. We
different.
can't see each
Different
other.
parties.
We're in the same hallway.
No. You're further. No.
We can't see each other.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
like
No.
20 feet
Bunch of
per-
different junctions. No.
I thought it was a straight line. But
Yeah. No, I get you, but no. It's
No,
it's,
there's no yelling on. What do I pull
No.
now?
It's like it's.
Yeah.
This is full on the scene from I think it is Best of Both Worlds when they have to go on and pull those nodes.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
there's
might be
hallways and twists.
Yeah.
Like we're each
Yeah.
in separate,
Okay.
like circular.
it. Yeah, because in my
areas.
brain when I was thinking of it, I was like, node, hallway next junction, node, hallway next junction.
Yeah. No. It's more like
Surprisingly, board
here
cubes don't
and then
work like
here
that.
and
It's
then
more like
here
a grid.
and here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it was every single hallway
Okay.
had
Okay.
a node.
You knew it one, there's a different one.
Daring engineering.
There's a difficulty of 3.
I got one success.
Well, that's work, right? He said it's
That's
over
right.
time, so now
Oh,
you
yeah.
get to roll. You don't get to roll any work, is what it is.
Okay.
Because you need to succeed to roll the d6 to do the work.
Correct. Okay, so let's set this up then. So it's going to be a breakthrough of, or a magnitude of 3, and a work of 10.
Cool.
Per thing?
That's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Not for me.
No, I'm going to leave it. Yeah. So per thing, we'll say a breakthrough of 2 and a work of 10 per unit.
Okay. So then I guess for me,
I'll be assisting you.
you'll be helping me climb the wall and hook up to, basically hook my leg through the wall. I'm not even using a tricorder. And I'm going to attempt to climb the wall with your help.
Sure. And under the butt boost.
So he said that was fitness and...
So who's lifting who?
Well, he's lifting himself. He's climbing the wall, but I'm giving him the oomph.
Yeah, you're not lifting them.
Yeah, I'm not lifting.
Yeah, okay.
I basically, you know how
So
people do.
fitness security. Yeah.
If you lifted it was like, all right, we need to carry 4 notes and the
this
captain
is-
back to the shuttle.
My assist.
1 success.
I don't help, nor do I hinder.
1 success.
Okay, that's enough.
And then I'm doing the engineering, which you said was daring and engineering.
Yes, daring and engineering. The reason I'm using daring, by the way.
Just because
We
we're
don't know
trying to
exactly
pull shit
what it
from a
is.
Borg.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do
Glad.
my
Thank
testing
you.
the theory on this one to get an extra D20, which is my talent because I'm using daring,
Okay.
which gives me 3D20 on this.
What's the theory you're testing?
The theory I'm testing is that if I tear Klingon technology apart quick enough, they won't show up.
Borg tech? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And also the fact that a Batleth is an effective tool at not only killing Borg, but taking apart their... Yeah, exactly.
He's bat-luffing the node. Meanwhile, I'm over there, and Yeskov just hears the Vulcan grumbling about this would be faster if my tricorder could interface with this device.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Meanwhile, she's looking, all she hears, ting, 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 ting. Got it! 3 successes.
3 successes.
And a critical for shipboard engineering.
What's your shipboard engineer? No.
Shipboard engineering systems.
So enjoy that the strongest person is lifting the lightest person.
Yeah.
Just Sophex just like perched on my shoulder. I'm like,
You can say no because it's a computer system.
I'm gonna say
Meanwhile,
no.
you're trying to lift it
Because
Klingon.
and not because it's a computer system, because it's not your ship.
Fair enough. So I still get 3 successes,
Okay.
which gives me my work at my engineering of 5. And I get in the nick of time for this.
Okay.
Which means I get effects as double work.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 work.
Okay. So you two are the yellow,
Yep.
and
Yep.
you two are the blue work.
And then I'm going to
Yes.
use think, act, talk for my value
Yeah.
and go again.
Okay.
And I'm going to basically I'm not a fan of the Borg, and I want to get done and out of here as quick as I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So this is why I'm just like doing it, and you're
Sophic, quit
The
digging
ca-
around
the
up there. Get us some
the
science.
captain's like, so how's it going up there? And I'm like, quiet, quiet.
Oh.
2 successes only this time.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got one of those little rock hammers.
So it work.
No, you needed 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a break. It was a magnitude 2. Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah.
One of our viewers called that he was just going to hit it with a
1,
hammer.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more work.
It's
Okay.
It's
So
called,
that's actually 2 breakthroughs, because if you get more than 5
Yeah.
rolled, so that's your second breakthrough. So you guys get this one.
So I pull it off.
Okay.
I look around as he does it.
Yep. Borg steps out. And I love the little arm bit with the. That was always so cool.
Does it look like it's coming at us?
Yep.
Does it look threatening?
Nope.
How does
It's
it
just
look
walking straight towards you.
Step to the side.
I'm like, it might
I
be
step-
just attempting to repair the damage
Yeah.
we've caused.
I just sort of like, just step back. Just step back.
So do you guys step back?
Yeah.
Step back and pull
Okay.
out a phaser inner disruptor.
So you both step back, and it kind of points up and
Yep. Just let it do its thing.
puts its hand down, and sort of does like it starts kind of. So if you two are over here, it starts here, and starts to do a rotation this way, scanning.
So let's go. Let's follow
Run.
it. Let's follow the
Yeah, yeah,
rotation
yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah, just
So
do
you
the.
follow from behind and do
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the shuffle, side shuffle.
Yes.
All right. So you hear that really creepy Borg voice. I can't do it without the multi-tonal. Yeah. So it you hear no junction 43985 inoperable, anomalies not detected, repair part being created.
Cool.
Drone 539, please retrieve. And you see another drone kind of like discharge from its pod and walk down the hallway towards the direction you guys came.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, we go towards the next.
We go to the next one.
Okay.
So we just sort of walk towards our next objective.
All right. Back to you two.
Are you done?
Really? You're getting impatient.
Borg technology is not known for its simplicity, Lieutenant.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when the Klingon takes it apart with a bat laugh.
I'm going to use my determination.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my remove the variables
Yes.
value to basically figure out, alright, this doesn't work, that works, this doesn't work.
So critical success?
Yes.
Okay. Those are two
And
10s.
2 successes, so 4 successes.
So 4. There's your momentum. And that is... So you get your work. That's 4 successes. So you get 4 successes is 4d6.
Oh no,
It's based on my engineering.
Which is 3.
Yeah.
I was testing you.
I got 4.
Okay.
4 was right.
It is not in that way.
You had 2 5s and a 1, right?
And a 2.
2. 2's count as 2.
2 5s and a 2?
Mm-hmm.
So 1's 1 point, 2 is 2 points.
Right, but you've got 2 effects. So
I'm the only one that has that.
Yeah, I don't have any special for effects.
That's me. It's
I
in
just
the,
get the
it's
one.
in the nick of time with engineering tasks.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Effects do nothing for me for this.
I thought for work effects gave an extra 1.
Only if there's an. Oh, no, I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay. Can you double check that?
Oh, well, yeah, there is. In the nick of time specifically says engineering or science task is part of an extended task. You score 1 additional work for every effect rolled, so I assume it's a skill you need.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of my another player I must have one. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Oh, he's a cheater.
It's the only other option.
Only other option. No one can be as good as me at the one thing that I'm good at.
Do you
Being
have
a
Unless you
it?
want to
Klingon.
look up extended task, maybe he's getting 3 work for effect.
That would be insane.
But we're at 5,
They're at 5.
so that is a breakthrough. Or is it 5 rolled at once? 5 rolled at once. It went.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a breach.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
Just
one of
holding?
us.
Yeah, I'm holding him and I'm watching.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess we go to the next one. And I go...
Unless
Captain?
you have it, in which case I'm going to put you down.
So that's now, like,
30 minutes.
yeah.
You got some time.
Yeah.
We're
So,
just roll.
2
we're
intervals.
riprolling the rest
2
of it.
intervals. And now we're starting the next. So that was the start of the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. And mine's
So
on
this is your
breakthrough
next
3
30
again
minutes.
for the new one, right?
15 at a
What's
time.
that?
I'm starting back at breakthrough 3 for the new one?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to have to get lifted again.
No, breakthrough 2.
Okay. So I'm
yeah.
going to try to climb again.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Don't slip.
that's
Actually-
a success.
I do help you too.
That's a second success. So that helps me climb.
13. Yeah.
Okay.
I got
so
no
you get that.
concussions right now because the flying was good.
Nope, we haven't taken it out yet.
And then daring and engineering to try to take
You
this
got
apart.
an extra
I
momentum
don't
there.
work on ingenuity.
You're
burning it already?
Yeah, to get it back.
Okay.
So I can try to see if I can get a ton of work going. I do. I get 3.
Good lord.
1, 2, 3, which gives me my works.
I'm probably going to need that momentum.
There's one. Still one.
Good, I'm probably going to need it.
Yeah,
If
I'll
you-
lose
if
it-
you
I'll
want
lose
me-
it for you guys.
If you want me to get this first one down before we have to go.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7 work.
Okay. That is a breakthrough.
And then I'm not gonna go.
Wait.
Actually, hold on. I forgot I'm a veteran. See if I actually burnt that determination.
Sure.
I did not.
Son of a beeswax.
So again, think, act, talk. I'm gonna pound through it. See if my veteran status allows me to knock this out.
Okay.
It does not.
Sorry.
What?
What did they just say?
They said the Russian's going to use a phaser at max setting to saw it down in a minute if this Vulcan doesn't science faster.
It's not science! If it was science, I could do it!
You're not wrong.
Oh, I saw that
That's-
20.
Oh.
I saw that
But
20.
the dice via the camera. That's 3 successes.
Yeah, now we have video footage.
I know
proof
you
of
got
it.
proof.
With a breakthrough of 1, that's 2 momentum, which you can use.
Yeah.
2 more momentum.
Yeah, which I'm gonna put in the pool.
And
straight
was
away.
that another breakthrough? How
No, I gotta roll
Okay.
my work.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8 more work.
All right, that is. Yeah, that's another breakthrough. So did you get this one down?
We got this one done. We're like, okay, we're waiting for the drone to show up on this one.
And it's the same thing. So this time, 2 drones come out.
We'll try to.
Uh-oh. Is there like a quick like junction we can run around?
There is a quick junction you can run around.
I should go. Yeah, I like silently. I'm like, go.
I follow wherever he goes. I'm like,
Okay, and you hear that horrible echoey voice. Junction node 54392.
A lot of junction nodes.
It is inoperable. Noted. Missing. Noted. Possible conclusion. Infiltration. Security alert. You hear that on all 4 of your.
What?
So you hear a message coming through. Someone's trying to get a hold of you.
I can't reach my.
Okay.
Oh. Hello? Beagle?
Sir.
We might have. I think we stirred the nest.
I just heard security alert, sir.
Yeah.
I don't have my grenades, sir.
Stand fast, Beagle. We're on our way.
Okay.
Zanny out. I'll link to. Yes, go.
You can't.
I do one of these. Hold on, and I like hoist him up and hit it, and then grab him.
he bounces his head off the roof.
Your mobility is not assisting my
Oh, do you
endeavor,
know what?
Lieutenant.
Do you know what?
Are you making me roll this?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Ah!
I'm
Oh,
gonna
hell.
You're gonna give him a complication.
You've got to take a damage.
What?
No. Take one strain. Right?
Stress.
Like 1 stress.
I'm sorry.
Okay. As you bash your head against the node and it drops into your hand.
Apparently, Gurkhan's method has merit after all.
Okay.
Yes,
But
go.
you've got the.
Yes, sir.
Have you retrieved your node?
Do we have it?
Affirmative, Lieutenant.
Duh, we have it.
Okay, we've got 2. In this case, you're still the furthest away. Head back to the shuttle.
As you're saying that, you hear junction node 5489J5 inactive. Your drones are not stuttering.
Well, it is damaged.
Possible, yeah.
There we go.
Possible. Infiltration confirmed. Docking port 39J noted. Open. Security drones 2 39J.
Hell.
Security drones 2 junction 54893 54894 54895.
Are you armed?
Of course he's armed. We're on a Borg cube.
I have a Type 2 phaser.
Good.
I'm not taking a Type 1 on board cube.
Good.
That's not good.
Captain, orders.
Return to the shuttle. We're not risking the Return to the shuttle via our route.
Yes, sir.
Gurkhan and I.
Go.
You want to go
It's
for the
go
last
time.
one?
I guarantee you will get
Can I
it.
have that book, please?
We will get it.
Beagle, hold the ship.
Okay, sir.
Gurkhan and I are
I
heading-
don't have my grenades, sir.
Gurkhan and
I
I.
open up my
You
command.
can do
Beagle,
it without.
Remember the bat laugh training. Remember the bat laugh training.
Gurkhan and I are gonna head for the last node. We have 2. We'll rendezvous with the shuttle. Head
It's
via
too
our
dangerous,
directions.
sir.
Just do it.
Sir.
Beagle's one of the guys that got a foam bat laugh because he was so inept.
Lieutenant, as
Start
you do
running.
have Ensign Beagle's grenades, I suggest we put them to use as a possible diversion.
Yes, Sofek. What do you have in mind? How do we do as much damage and distract them?
Sorry.
That doesn't seem good.
They're more
If we rig the grenades in another quadrant, it will draw the security drones there.
Tim,
Yes.
I'm going to pop up a quick tricorder scan to see if I can locate an energy source on our way to the shuttle.
Be
large-
more specific.
Basically, looking for something that's a power supply, something that's
Like
potentially-
EPS conduits type thing.
Yeah,
something
something
that
that-
can blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You detect one. It's between you guys and the path you need to take to meet them.
Okay, so it's on our way.
I have a suitable location.
Let's do this.
Okay.
And I start I take the bandolier of grenades off. And I start looking at them.
Bandolier of 2.
Yeah. Are there two? There's only
There's
two.
only two.
Oh, okay.
Photon
Alright.
grenade and
He
another
said
one
there
you
was like
don't
a
know what it does.
bandolier. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, well,
It's
still
Beagle. He's gonna take a bandolier for 2.
Yeah. Whatever. I take
One-
the bandolier off.
You know,
anyway.
one has a photon grenade, and the other one you have no clue what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
All
It'll blow
right.
up.
So as you so you guys rush for that.
Yeah.
And you two are rushing for the
final
fourth.
node.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to the final node. You haven't detected anyone. Make your.
Can I borrow that eraser? Because I'm about to do something.
Oh god.
I'm about to burn a milestone
Whoa.
This
to
is
get
new.
to get a critical success on my climb. To get to the node.
Yeah. I'll even give you an extra.
There we go.
So you've got the 4.
I'm literally parkouring up on the wall and grabbing onto it, and I'm gonna take a swing and knock it off in midair if I can. Get a full on engineering. Let's see if I can catch it right on the edge with a bat lab and go for it.
Oh, Sophic took like an hour unhinging every screw.
Okay. So
Basically, I'm clambering up there, doing what I did in the last 2. But now knowing what I know about the last 2, I'm gonna hit the exact right point and knock it clean off.
So because you're. It's gonna be a difficulty 4.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I got the 3 for that.
You can get 2
I'm
more.
gonna burn a value. A crazy plan is better than no plan. I'm gonna see if my veteran status allows me to maintain it. It
Nope.
does not.
Okay.
So I burn a determination. So that gives me 2 success already.
And
Do you want to buy any dice?
no, hold on.
I got a critical success already for the
So-
determination.
As you parkour up there, you hear your captain go, "Oh crap! There's 2 of them." As 2 drones turn the corner. So difficulty of, and I'm gonna give you 2 of them. So it's gonna be difficulty 4
Okay.
with 2 complications.
Okay. I'm gonna burn one of these to roll a 4th dice. So I've already got 2 successes.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Engineer!
One's yours.
Thank you.
Work. Can I burn those for work too?
No,
Okay.
unless you can find that. I don't think so though.
Well, I could jury rig it, but I don't want to. All right, big money. I gotta roll effects on all of these.
You can do it.
Uh,
Yahtzee?
2, 4, 6. So 6 work. I did 6 work out of 10.
So it's kind of doing like that half dangle thing that light bulbs do when
But
they
I can
still are
burn
connected.
those 2
but- oh.
to re-roll the 2 3s.
That is correct.
To get 6. That's 2 for 6, 8, 9 work.
Oh, so close.
Well,
I can't
so
re-roll.
so hold on. So I cannot fucking believe you. So
Sorry.
it was an 8 work.
9
Yes.
work.
Was it
Or
9
he
work?
rolled.
I
He got
rolled it.
9
Yeah,
total.
yeah, but it's 8 work, which
Oh.
means that you hit the threshold.
Okay.
So you gave yourself a breakthrough, and because you did 1 more than the threshold, you give yourself another breakthrough. So you got all the breakthroughs. The friggin' thing falls off. and into
and
your
we
hands.
grab it as we go.
And to you too. So you're down
Helps us
planting
do
this.
that.
Yeah.
So you're kind of down planting this thing.
Yeah, as I'm planting it, I'm gonna boop. Yes, I come to Captain. Have you exited the Borg ship? Have you reached the shuttle?
Nope, we just got the last node. We're on our way.
You hear me breathing heavily in the background because I'm out of breath.
I'm planting a device to cause a distraction, sir.
As you say that, you from behind get beat.
You just get punched in the back.
Yeah.
What?
So unarmed strike from a drone.
Oh man.
Melee of 3. I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
So you gotta roll to fight back. Oh wait, you don't. Unless it's an ambush, so he doesn't get to roll.
2 successes. Or sorry, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah. And I burnt off a whole bunch of threat to do that.
I guess it's a surprise, so you didn't see it coming.
So you just
Apparently not. No.
Well, no. So I burnt a threat to steal initiative. And then I burnt another one to give myself an extra dice. And then I burnt another one to burn off that 20 that I rolled.
Is he taking
Typically,
a ton
he
of
would
damage?
roll.
Is he taking a ton of damage?
Well, he's got a melee attack, so he's got to deflect it now with his fitness and security.
Okay.
But you are busy, which is why you couldn't have stolen the initiative. You were doing your thing already. Okay. Yes.
Give me 3 dice.
The
Yeah,
board
you
is
got-
so confused
you
with
got
what's
3
happening on the
successes,
ship
right?
now.
I got 3 successes.
You alley-ooped that.
Fitness and security. We're probably fairly close to the same.
I'm terrible, and I really don't want to get knocked out.
I really don't want
Oh my God.
you to get knocked out. Really
It's
feel like
another
carrying you
dice.
back to the shuttle bay.
I see a 19.
That doesn't matter. You didn't up the complication range on me.
So 2?
2.
Okay.
So you still take a hit.
So you're going to take one. There you go. So, knockdown. Oh. So, 4 damage and you're knocked down.
It's not an injury.
Nope.
It's the 2 knockdowns is what it made it. The 2 6s. So he gets biffed. So he gets a 2, whatever the special.
Yeah, but one more damage, that would have been an injury roll.
I'm
Oh.
burning a threat to go again. As you see assimilation tubes poke out of its arms
No.
and go for your neck. It's going to be 1 success. This one, I don't know how to quite... Give me 1 second.
Yep.
This is new for me.
Nerf pinch! Nerf pinch back!
Can you nerf bench porgs? Do they have nerves?
I mean, they have nerves. There's some sort of flesh on them.
They have some nerves.
I mean,
My mind to your mind.
No! That's a worse idea.
As the queen goes, thank you for giving me your knowledge.
yeah. And then as well as the fact that...
That would guarantee you carrying me to the shuttle because I'd be having a seizure.
And that would be when the next session we re-roll a new character.
Yeah.
Alright.
So what happened to your junior
no,
lieutenant science officer? We beamed him into space and
We-
shot him with a photon.
Wow, excessive.
We take no chances
in regards
with
to the
Borg.
Borg, no, not
You
excessive.
could have just done the typical burial and just shot the torpedo into the sun.
I prefer it my way.
Okay.
It is flashier. Make sure to...
Okay, so 1, and it's an attack, so you get to roll against it.
Do I have negatives because I've been knocked down?
I believe there's...
My
I actually
combat
had to
thing
think
is
advantage,
everybody
didn't I?
in combat. It's not just me.
What's that?
The quick to action.
Yep.
He could retain.
He never had initiative.
I never
You
had
never
it.
had initiative
Oh, okay.
because you're in the middle of an
Tim
action.
stole it immediately.
Yeah.
Ew.
If I remember combat, because he's knocked down, it
It increases his difficulty.
not the difficulty, it increases his complication range.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. Been a while since we did hand to hand.
Mostly phaser combat is what we do, or whatever fights us immediately knocks one of us out and escapes.
It's a complication, right?
I believe it's a
Yeah.
complication range.
So it's a complication range. So it's
Whatever, yeah, whatever
So it'd be
prone
18,
is.
19, 20,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Is your problem.
Yeah.
Don't do
Ooh, I mean, how many effects did you...
two.
No,
2.
screw that. I don't want to give him 2 threat.
Okay.
Alright, you got what? 1 success?
Got 1.
I got nothing.
If you get 2, you can fight back.
You can do it.
Nope.
That's a
That's
no.
Nothing.
Okay.
Can I give him my my thing?
You can't give him...
Yeah.
You've burnt your
Damn it.
momentum, right?
I
So,
burned both my determination, yeah.
ready?
No.
A character injured by assimilation tubules has been injected with Borg nanoprobes, beginning the process of assimilation. This process is extremely difficult to reverse. If the character dies from that injury, they become a nascent drone. If the character's injury is stabilized, they must add 1 threat at the start of each scene in order to not succumb to the nanoprobes until they can have the probes removed and their injury healed, which is a control in medicine of a difficulty of 4.
You got the character sheet for the doctor, right?
Yeah,
He's on board the ship.
she's on board the ship.
Okay, so you are injected with nanoprobes.
Ugh.
And you see that horrible black spread start to happen. So, your turn. Oh wait, you're setting the... It's set. Unless you want to stop setting it and attack the drone.
Yeah.
So you're going to stop setting the...
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, like, Yezikov would be overwhelmed at this point.
Absolutely.
And her value is protect her people, so
Yep.
she would stop that and, like, whips out the Type 2 phaser and fucking takes one.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
chest,
yeah.
like,
Awesome. Don't forget, you guys, actually, there's a hiding...
So you would
I don't
probably
know why
have to
there's
take
a
three.
momentum
You would bring a
hiding over, but
rifle.
You've got a hiding
Yeah,
momentum.
that's
For
the...
board
Okay,
cube,
sorry,
yeah.
the rifle is what I meant.
Yeah,
The Type
and you've got a
3.
hiding momentum over here, too, so...
Oh, okay, cool.
Can you
Could
use
he
that?
have
Could
used
have helped
that?
you out, Stefan.
What? Where was that?
It was
It was
over
a
there.
hiding...
don't know
Could
if
he
you-
use
No,
it?
that was used. That was one that got used earlier, and I slid it over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, now it's gone.
I wish there was one. Oh, yeah, I would have used it.
Okay.
But no.
Okay, so I don't have the stats for the Type 3 one.
I got it.
Okay, thanks.
You can do your hitting stuff first.
It's 2 dice.
Laser
It's
Type
your-
3 is...
Yeah, unless you want to give me a threat or use your determination to give yourself an automatic crit.
It's
What
control security.
Yeah.
By the way, it's also accurate. Which, if you perform an A minor action before making an attack, then any number of d20s may be re-rolled instead of the normal benefits of aiming.
Wow.
So you're gonna aim and shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim and shoot. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna use anything. 3 successes.
Okay, that's a hit.
And,
So
momentum
it'll
gap.
be... The phaser 3 is 4d6 plus your security.
Oh
5.
my god! So that's 11d6?
Nine.
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
Oh, jeez.
4
I can
plus 5
add.
is nine.
Math is hard.
Math is math.
It's also vicious 1!
Jesus.
So 6s.
Fives and
sixes.
On 9 dice.
There you go.
Whoa!
Do I get the reroll thing?
2.
Or is that just for the ship?
It's for d20s when you're shooting. So if you missed one of those, you can reroll it.
She has a reroll for damage though too. How do you do that with?
No,
I
that
feel
was
like that was only
ship
for the
phasers
ship.
Ah, is that only
because
for ship
we used
phasers?
power
Okay.
for that. And
Okay.
I was constantly powering up the
So
ship.
these don't count.
But you can use
'cause
the
they were
momentum
blanks.
to re-roll some of those.
How many? All?
Leave
or-
one per momentum. Same thing as gaining a die, so 1 for 1 die.
Right now you're at 8
Because
damage.
it's in the damage section, if I remember.
Player may reroll any number of from the current attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
It's
can
reroll damage.
So
Yeah,
one,
just
you
Yeah.
can reroll
Okay.
any.
So
If
you
you
can
want
roll
to-
those 4 if you want to use this.
Mine now. No, I'm gonna spend that and use close protection. So I'm just gonna like leap up and stand over Sofak with like my rifle ready to fucking butt the guy if he goes for him. But the technical is I spend 1 momentum to protect a single ally within close range. The next attack against that ally before the start of my next turn increases in difficulty by 1.
Cool. The bonus is you did 2, 4, 6, 8 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is enough to give this thing a. Yeah. Oh, wait. Maybe not.
And it's versatile, isn't it?
Yeah. So it drops.
Phasers are
So it's got a hole going right
that's the
through
ship
it from where the phaser just kind of like pierced through. And it does kind of like one of those jerky kind of like and drops and it's just down.
Okay. I like lean down to Sofak and grab him by the shirt and go, Sofak, are you okay? What happened? Oh, what is that on your neck?
Yeah. Oh God! Oh!
Let me wipe it off.
Yes.
I believe
It's
I
fine,
have
super
been
glue.
infected with Borg nanobots.
Oh yeah.
Are the devices timed?
No, I couldn't finish. We need to get you to the med bay immediately.
We must finish the diversion in order to ensure our escape from the cube.
Okay, 1 sec. Before you talk anymore, I forgot to roll to see if you
Pass out?
how much damage you took. Yeah. So I have 5. The tubes have a melee of 5. I add my security, right?
To the damage of the tubes?
Yeah.
Unless it says it's already put in there. There you go.
So 2, 4, 6.
Unless they have vicious, the 6s are just 1.
Intense.
But that means his chances of stopping this from being an injury are high.
Which
And deadly and debilitating.
I don't know.
so I'll
So
look at
deadly means it's an actual fatal
The
attack.
weapon is
It can
designed to
be,
be
yeah.
lethal. If the character attempts to make a non-lethal attack with this weapon, the difficulty of the attack is increased by 1.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. You're
Yeah.
trying to assimilate. What was the other one?
Debilitating.
Intense.
Intense just means if he wants to stop an injury, he would
It
have
has to burn a threat.
A double.
He would,
2 of them.
yeah.
2 threat. Okay. And, it,
Momentum,
and
which he has none.
debilitating.
Debilitating is medicine task to perform first aid on the character injured by this weapon or to heal injuries caused by
Right.
this weapon. Increases the difficulty by 1, but you already said that in the blurb you gave us.
So you're going to take 7 stress, and I'm assuming you're giving me a threat to not be dead.
He would have to give you 2 because
Yeah.
he has 0.
He would have to give him 1 for every effect rolled.
That is correct.
So 2.
How many?
Two.
You only rolled 1 6?
I only rolled 1. Yeah.
6
Yeah.
5. Okay.
So 1 for the base fact that it's injury, and then another one because of
Okay.
the
So you
effect.
give me 2 threats, but you're going to take 7 stress.
That's
That's to stay conscious.
that's past my limit. I only had 6 stress left.
Then his threat means nothing. He just goes unconscious.
Yeah.
He can't stop it,
Okay.
regardless.
I had
So-
6 stress left, so I was that knocked
You only
me out.
have 7 stress?
I already hit my head, and
Yeah.
the first attack did 4 stress to me. So I took 5, so this takes me up to 12, and I only have 11.
I'm sorry.
I'm out.
So he's unconscious, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so that thing is working fast.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Because without him conscious, he can't give me threat.
protect my people to set the grenades. I'm gonna leap down, set the grenades to success. Or that's a critical success, right?
Yeah,
Um,
it's set. I'm not going to make you roll.
just like leap up, throw him over my shoulder, and sprint the shuttle with the. Yeah, I assume it's in your backpack or whatever.
Well, you're dragging him with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like fireman.
Yeah, fireman
Yeah.
carry. Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys kind of like are ripping past, you see Beagle, and he's got his 2 phasers, and they're both glowing red.
Yeah.
You see bodies on that side and bodies on that side. Would you please hurry up? I
As
don't
we,
have
like-
my grenades. Yeah.
Converge
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Good job, Beagle.
He's got like the camouflage
Oh,
face
yeah,
paint
yeah.
and like the red
Yeah,
bandana.
but no one knows where it came
Yeah.
from. And he looks at you as you're running by him. He goes, I don't care what happened to him. I get my grenades next time we go on a board cube. And the door kind of closes. Do you guys like rip back? Okay, sir.
What happened?
Suvek, he
It's spreading.
he got attacked. He's being assimilated.
Use first aid. I'll.
First aid's not going to do anything. You need to get him back to the ship.
Oh, we're flying.
Yep.
Yeah, we're flying as
Give me a
fast as I
piloting check.
can. If you want to give me extra power,
I will give us support for extra power from the shuttle.
Okay.
cool. I'm gonna use.
Oh wait, I'm gonna roll that onto here. That's a
Yep.
7. That's a success.
Yep.
I'm just as good a pilot as Wash, because I'm awesome. I'm actually
Yazikov
better.
to medbay.
Uh,
Yazikov to medbay.
I have 2 successes.
This is medbay.
3.
But we have Suvek has been assimilated.
For
we need
crying out.
we need immediate medical attention.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my assimilation.
You're past out, be quiet.
Inconveniencing the medical crew.
You're past out. Be quiet.
Yeah.
We have 3 successes.
Yeah, that's enough.
This is player sass.
So you guys are ripping back, and like a really weak tractor beam kind of like deflects, does one of those like kind of like, and you kind of do like
I
a
use
veer
precise
off.
evasion.
Yeah, exactly. But the beam was like the ship is not working. It's just more like trying to do something because it knows it needs to.
It's reflective.
Yeah, more reactive.
Reactive.
Yeah,
That's
reflexive.
the
Yeah.
Reflexive.
And you guys get him into stasis into the med bay, and that's actually where we're gonna fade to black this week.
As we leave the sector.
Da, da, da.
Are you leaving?
Will I have to make a new character sheet? Tune in 2 weeks.
I'm not staying around when the board cube's angry.
I have not given us orders to
That's
leave.
right.
We
Yep.
will find out next
okay.
time.
Well, Yazikov takes to the med bay, right? And she's
yeah.
just like, while it's fading to black, like super upset because she failed to protect one of her teammates.
All right.
You see Gurkhan walking towards engineering with 4 Borg sensor nodes. Like, I'll see what I can learn from these.
Yeah.
One's got a bat left through it.
Is that? Oh my god.
Sparks.
Is that a value challenge?
Maybe, yeah. one of mine is protect your people.
So you're challenging your values right now.
Well, no, her
No, because challenging it would be to do something
against
against
Right. So I challenged her values.
Failing to do
and
it.
she
I don't know.
and I don't know, because she wasn't successful at it, right?
Yeah, that's
so
what I
you
mean.
you challenged the value, and she technically failed at it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you like argue that tactically, Yesikov should have been like, well, Sofek, you set the grenades. I'm gonna keep
I'll
watch.
keep watch.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll let you decide on what's going to happen. In the meantime, that's it for us. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. We'll be back in 2 weeks, same time, 6:30 Pacific time. I'm the GM Tim. You can find me on all social medias at the GM Tim, and we'll be in a different venue next game. So
with less construction.
Thanks so much for
less
watching.
construction. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.